we're going to review the Skyray S88. Let's do this. Well, I finally did it. I broke down and went ahead and bought this flashlight. This is the Skyray S88, and I really haven't been able to find any information on this light, be it reviews, video, tutorials, anything. I just really haven't been able to find much on it. So I went ahead and bought it. I'm not too let down. The listings, everything that I read, were a little bit off, or they were a whole lot off, but all in all, it's about what I expected. It's by far the brightest flashlight that I own. But let's go ahead and get started. Skyray S88. I purchased this light on dealsmachine.com, and it'll be the last flashlight that I ever purchased from them. Got it for about $60. It was supposed to be here in 7 to 15 business days, and wound up taking about 2 months is what it took to get here. So that kind of set me off on them. You can also find this particular light on eBay for about $60. And that's probably where I would recommend finding it if you were interested in it. This particular flashlight runs on 650 lithium-ion batteries. They are ran in parallel, and you can run this light on 2 or 4 or all 6, and I recommend you running them on all 6 just because it's so much brighter. It has 16 Cree XML T6 LEDs. These are the cool white emitters instead of the natural soft white. I do wish that they were natural colored LEDs, simply because they probably would be a little bit brighter. Not much, but about 10%, maybe 15% brighter, something like that. But that's just my opinion. Every listing I saw online was just a little bit different than the rest. 16,000 lumens, 14,000 lumens, 20,000 lumens, 30,000 lumens. In reality, this thing's pumping out about 5,017 lumens, so about 5,000 lumens. And like I said, it's by far the brightest thing that I own, and don't be fooled, that's a lot of light coming out of here. But there are a lot of other lights that are more expensive that can do the same thing on 4 18650s, so just consider that. But it's all in what you want to pay for. You know, this costs $60. You can go purchase one of those for about $250, $300, and you know, but you get what you pay for. So 3 modes. This just has high, low, and strobe. This is similar to the other Skyray King flashlights that are out there. Surprisingly, this thing will run for about 2 hours on high, and I am surprised because it is pushing out a lot of light, and it holds battery life very well. You can put this thing on the shelf for a month, come back, turn it on, and it's just hot as ever. So I was surprised by that. But 2 hours on high. I have not tested the low. I'm sure you get 4 or 5 hours, something like that out of that, but I don't really know. I haven't tested it. But anyway, 700 meters of throw. There is 700 meters of range coming out of this light. As far as a throw, there is a beam, and it is pretty concentrated, but it breaks up real quickly. You can pretty much look at the head of this light and tell what it is. It is just a wall of light. It throws a very awesome wall of light. It lights up everything in its path, and it will reach out there to about 700 meters, but you're not hitting any particular area. You're just covering everything that you point this thing at. There is no memory. This is similar to the Skyray Kings in that way also. There's no memory of this light. You do have to cycle through. What I mean is you turn it on, there's high, there's low, then off. Can't just turn it off after you turn it on. Okay? To go to strobe, you just hold it down. And that's kind of hurting my eyes and my camera, so I'm just going to turn it off. We'll turn the lights off here in just a second, and we'll take a look at it in the dark. You got a glass lens. Pretty thick glass lens also. The overall design of this light is freaking awesome. I love it. It is so sharp looking. They overdid it on the heat sink, but this thing does get hot pretty quick. But I guess that's partly the reason why they put so much heat sink on there, and it really does work. It is a little pricey. Is it worth it? I guess that's just up to you. To me, this was worth the $60 I gave for it. Just, you got to go into it knowing you're not going to get a 20,000 lumen flashlight or something like that. But anyway, let's go ahead and dim the lights, and we'll see what this thing looks like in the dark. Alright, my camera is going to automatically adjust to this, so we're probably just going to walk around throughout the entire house. You see that nice hot spot right there? There really isn't that noticeable of a hot spot. It's just my camera playing tricks. This thing lights up that whole wall, and that's on high. There's low. Okay. Let's put it on strobe. That wall there is 10 foot away. And if I point it up at the ceiling, you can see that it pretty much lights up the whole room. Step in here into the hallway. Okay. That back wall there is 30 foot away. And I do plan on taking this thing out and doing some beam shot distance with it, some night videos outside, give you a little bit more distance, show you what this thing can do. There's low and strobe. Back to high. And I think you get the idea. Let's head on back to the desk. Whether or not this is a real Skyray, I'm really not sure. I don't believe it is, simply because I've seen a lot of other flashlights that have this exact same host with different types of LEDs, different setups, configurations in the head. So that leads me to believe that it's more than likely not a Skyray. However, it is a great flashlight. You can feel this thing heat up as soon as you turn it on. The heatsink does a great job with that. It doesn't tend to eat through batteries, and I'm pretty impressed with it. I sure could have used this review whenever I was looking for this flashlight. I've had my eye on it for about a year. Like I said, finally broke down, went and bought it. And I don't have any regrets about it. It's a great flashlight. I just hope that this helps someone else out there who's looking at this light. Well, I guess that's it. This has been my review of the Skyray S88, and I hope you found it useful. Thanks for watching.